Going live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Teacher Casey. I'm here with Kelly. Hey, Kelly.
Hello.
So, good morning. We thought we'd start off with a little poll.
Yes.
So, do you feel like you're too old for TikTok? Because just thinking about doing videos on TikTok gets me embarrassed and I don't know why. What do you think, Kelly?
I know it is something thought of more for younger people. And I thought I'm not even going to get on it. But then TikTok started showing up in like Facebook. So then I'd scroll past them in Facebook and I'm like, oh, these are good. No wonder people like them. And I have seen people all ages do TikTok. So I guess technically no, and of all types of subjects, I actually now see a lot of teachers, but it just is something that maybe you think of for younger people. Yeah.
And our friend Sherry, she said she has used TikTok to build her teaching business. She says, I didn't find the conversion rate as high as Instagram when I was creating content there multiple times per week. So, but she was very involved when they rolled out the live features and she found it really cool.
Okay, but that's interesting. She said she still got more on Instagram. So I still think the target audience that's booking out school classes and probably going to be more on Instagram than TikTok, but it doesn't hurt to try. Hey.
Right?
Yeah.
So have you made TikTok videos, Kelly?
Never. I do YouTube, obviously. So, I mean, I think I could do it, but, and OutSchool's trying to encourage us to do it. So, yeah.
So before we get started in this, let me tell you, I feel like YouTube works for me too, but I really feel like you need to pick one social media and get comfortable with it before you try others. So if you are comfortable with YouTube, maybe you can start on your journey with TikTok, or if you haven't started on any of these, maybe TikTok's the one for you. So,
yeah. One thing I'd like to try that I haven't tried yet that's similar to TikTok is just trying to do a YouTube short. They're similar to TikTok. Maybe try that first since I'm already here. And
they're really easy.
Oh yeah, they look easy.
Yeah. And you just have to hold your phone a certain way. I should post that. I don't know if I posted that in a while, but I have like a shorts, tips and tricks. And like you have to hold your phone a certain way and stuff like that, but they're easy. All right. So the reason why we chose to talk about TikTok today is because OutSchool came out with an email. I believe it was May 29th. And it just said master TikTok marketing. So all right, Kelly, have you read through this one?
Yes, I did at the time, but yeah, you can read through it again for our audience. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, to give the short version, is Thea Wayne talked to OutSchool teachers, OutSchool educators, all about TikTok being the fastest growing social media platform of all time and how you can use it to build your business. They talk about the 3 steps to social media success, and I think this is important for all social media. One is find your niche. Kelly, what is a niche? You want to tell everybody?
Yeah, just have a focus, whatever that focus is. And it can change. I feel like it's changed for me as time has gone on, but whatever maybe your focus is book clubs or history or math or English. But if you're kind of doing all of them, maybe you could have 2 niches. Like I feel like math and science kind of go together, but don't have like math and English and science and social studies and everything on there, or your audience will just get confused.
Right. I think if you look more professional on 1 or 2 niches, I think that it draws in a more focused audience. And if YouTube or any of the social media platforms are pushing out your videos, it's nice for them to see one niche. If a parent looks up science and you're the first one on science, then, I mean, I would just work on your 1 niche or 2 niches and your search. Yeah. Your searches for those. So,
and I feel like I feel like if you're doing like a younger age, like, in elementary school, like one teacher will be teaching all the subjects. Your niche could be first grade, and then you have
Right.
all first grade classes. Maybe there are different subjects, but your niche is still first grade. So
Yeah, I
just wanna-
agree. Definitely. Number 2 is grow your audience. So if you have a social media, you don't want to just let it sit there. You need to be consistent. You need to invite people. You need to get your face out there. And that's part of why we do video. So, and then I'm going to ask Kelly for video tips and tricks here in just a minute as well.
Okay.
She's our video expert.
Uh-huh.
And number 3, convert followers to sales. So I always talk about this. Your followers need to feel like they know you, they like you, and they trust you, right? It's called building the know, like, and trust factor. No one's going to buy from you, or usually people won't buy from you if they don't feel comfortable. If they feel like they know you and like you, the chances of them buying are higher. So convert your followers to sales by being consistent, showing up, and I don't know, just build the community.
Yes.
So that was also in the email. And guys, like I said, you want to go check out the email for yourself. We're just going over it kind of quick. It is from May 29th. Okay, I'm going to ask you the questions they asked everybody. Okay, Kelly?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Do I need to record videos for myself for social media, or of myself for social media?
Record videos of yourself as opposed to what, like a voiceover?
Yeah, they just said, like, as an educator, you may be wondering, do I need to record videos of myself for social media?
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
mean, yes, I think so, because like you said, that's how they're going to get to know you, and then they're going to start to like you and like your product.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree. I think putting a name with a face always helps, you know,
Mhm.
or if your video is, if you don't want to sit and talk in front of the video, if that's not your comfort zone, maybe you doing something in the video, you teaching in the video might help.
Mhm.
What do you think, Kelly?
Definitely. Yes. You doing something, not my style, but some people like put dances up there, even if dancing has nothing to do with what they're doing. That could help. Yeah.
I can dance, but I don't want to put some videos up there of me dancing. I've tried that. It's embarrassing. And then what would you say to someone that says they don't want to be an influencer, they just want to teach?
Well, there's other things you could do. Like, you don't have to do a video, or maybe if you absolutely hate to be on the camera, you could do a voiceover. I know it's not as personal, but it's something. Or ask somebody to interview you, maybe. So then they're asking the questions and you're just answering, or something like that. Yeah.
Right. I like what they say here. She says, first things first, being an influencer can be a full-time job in itself, as those of us doing YouTube and other social media know. And you don't have to set out to be one. Your goal as an educator on OutSchool or any other platform is most likely to promote your classes and direct followers to your website or your OutSchool profile. You can do that on social media without being an influencer, but realistically, not without showing your face and a bit of your personality. So just like Kelly said, you don't necessarily need to be on there all the time dancing and doing funny things, but you want to show your face. People want to see their teacher.
Right. Like, I have 400 subscribers, so not like a big channel, but I'm still doing it. Like, not everybody's going to be the most famous influencer out there,
Right. I agree. And it takes a lot to build your following. I think I just started at the right time talking to people during the pandemic when people wanted conversation. I think that's how it just kind of happened there. So Kelly, what makes a good TikTok video or a good video in general?
I mean, from the TikToks I've watched, they have to do something to draw you in. Like, well, of course it has to be the subject you like, but TikTok, I noticed they automatically start putting videos that have to do with your subject. And then maybe something to hook you in. Like, I started watching this guy who, he's a teacher, and then he compares, like, he's a teacher from England. Now he lives in the US, and he started comparing what it's like in England, what it's like in the US, and he does little skits. So I mean, like, and his like graphics and like just draw you in. And then he starts off with the difference between this and America and England. So I mean, you almost just need to draw people in somehow. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I saw that one now that
Probably. He has a whole bunch. Yeah.
Hey, Ariel, thanks for coming. She said she's on a road trip.
Oh, thanks for listening to us on a road trip.
Yes, I'm sure there's a million other things you could be doing.
I know.
Ariel, if you're not the driver, let us know. Do you do TikTok? And or do you feel, I don't even know how old Ariel is. So I guess that might not be a fair question, but I'm in my 40s and I just felt like I was a little too old for TikTok, but everyone keeps telling me to just get on there and do it. So,
well, you know what? It doesn't matter how old she is. How about we ask her this? Okay. How old do you think is too old for TikTok, Ariel?
Good question. We should have put that in the title.
Yeah.
Really, all right, that's it. I got to do a poll after this. Okay, so according to this article, what makes a good TikTok video is for you to be authentic, for you to educate and engage. And it says, follow the trends, but don't go crazy, which I thought was kind of funny. Because if you've seen some of the trends on there.
Mm-hmm. The dances, the specific dances. Yeah.
And this says starting out strong. So first, the things you need to do, first you need to create, and it says a business TikTok account. Huh.
I didn't know you could do that.
Me neither. She said, then follow these 3 steps for posting your first batch of content. Number 1, save videos on your theme. So before uploading any content yourself, she recommends spending about 10 to 15 minutes a day for 1 week, just scrolling and saving content. I didn't really know that you could save the videos from there.
Yeah, me either. But that's a good way. I think that's good advice to break it up, because we're all going to say we're too busy to sit around and do TikTok, but 10 to 15 minutes a day. Okay, we can do that.
That sounds doable.
Yeah.
So, and she says, for example, if you teach English and poetry on OutSchool, then you want to look for videos of educators, poetry, English, teaching school, things like that. Oh, and here's the reasons why you save them. She said, saving these videos accomplishes 2 things. You tell the TikTok algorithm what content you'll be engaging with on the platform, and you start to find inspiration for your own videos. That's cool.
Yes.
Number 2, we talked about finding your niche. She said breaking down simple poem structures with examples would be like a good video if you're in the poetry or English niche. You could read short poems, things like that on there. So pretty cool on that one too. All right, number 3. I'm really good at number 3. I'm just not good at following through. Number 3 is write down at least 30 video ideas.
That's a lot.
Yeah. She says that's right, at least 30. Whoa. When you start posting content on your account, you should be ready to publish 1 to 3 videos per day.
Dang.
This may seem a lot, but remember that most TikTok videos are between 15 to 60 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the same. I guess in YouTube it'd be like 10 minutes. So yeah, you could get 10 videos out of that. Yeah.
Right. And she recommends to batch record, which I know a lot of video creators do that, whether they're on TikTok or Instagram, things like that. So I'm really good at coming up with the ideas, Kelly. Do you have a system for like when you create your content or anything?
I mean, I don't. I don't have a lot of time for it. I know that's why my channel is not super big. I just every Tuesday, unless I have a scheduled conflict, I try to live stream and talk about the reports. And then I just come up with a video whenever I can get one on there. And actually a pretty recent video I did was how to do your OutSchool class videos when you're busy, but those techniques could apply to like doing a YouTube or TikTok video when you're busy too. So yeah.
Remind me, we'll put that one underneath in the description as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think that'll help a lot of people. I started making or working with a Trello board to come up with content and when to post and things like that. I am one visual person, so I can't just say, oh, I'm going to sit down and do this. I have to have everything like on Monday. I have to do this, this, and this to prepare for Tuesday, you know. So I find Trello was working and it's free. All right. And the last, I think this is her last one, is make engaging content. So it says, while high performing TikTok content isn't necessarily super polished, you should still put your best foot forward when it comes to basics like video lighting, camera angles, and backgrounds. We are trying to appeal to the parents, right? So Kelly is much better with that stuff. So I'll let Kelly talk about that one.
Right. Okay. So actually, I think Casey put it in the description, but I do teach like a beginner video class for kids. So Google 3-point lighting. So don't have like a lot of shadows. Obviously, I've heard of teachers like even sitting in front of a window, then all you're going to see is the background and you're going to be a silhouette. So let's see. I mean, you don't have to have like a background. This is kind of from VIP Kid. We had to do this at the very least. Don't like just have your refrigerator in the background. Like when Out School was new, and I think the brick and mortar teachers were coming over. Like I had a friend tell me her son took a class and like the refrigerator's behind him. Someone's like opening the refrigerator, getting something out in the middle of class. Don't do that stuff. Have a professional, quiet space.
Yeah.
You don't have to have, I'm using earbuds, but don't have distracting sound where you sound hollow, maybe using the computer mic, or you have a lot of background noise. Sometimes you can't help that, but on a regular ongoing basis, at least as much as you can help it, try to be in a quiet room, stay away from the background noise. If you have little kids and dogs, maybe get them, something that can mute really easily or something.
Nap time.
Yes. Let's see. Did I answer all your questions? I'm not sure.
I think so. Okay. Background. Yep. Video lighting. And now this is not my classroom, guys. This is just a little quiet corner I could find. And it's all white, so I blurred the background. But I do have a classroom with actual lighting and stuff. And the only time I have trouble with my audio, Kelly, is when I'm using Logitech Capture. I have no idea why. When I use Zoom, it seems to be fine. So gonna have to look into that one.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all she recommends. Just talks about, don't be discouraged. I guess this is good to point out. Don't be discouraged if you aren't getting a ton of views, especially right away, because it takes time for TikTok to learn what kind of content you'll be posting, and start including it in the algorithm. So it takes a little bit of time, and it takes some time to get a following too. Just be consistent, stick with it, keep a long list of ideas. So you start with your 30, but keep coming up with ideas and adding it so you don't run out and you can be consistent.
Yes, definitely. Right. And maybe if you try to be the first one to kind of talk about that niche, it can help you too. Like, remember when we both came on board, like Nancy Taylor was the big one for VIP Kid and all these other YouTubers. But I found like when I talked about other things like non-ESL companies or something else, I get more views. So, if you're doing something everybody's doing, try to find something in that niche that like others haven't talked about to help yourself get up there faster, maybe.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that one. So I think that's it. If you do go back to this email, there are articles underneath. So like using social media to promote Out School classes is another one. Marketing channels used by online educators. So there's tons of little articles within this one email. So if you're starting to use social media, I would go check that out because they have great content on here. So awesome. Don't forget to check out Kelly's class for your kids. What age group are you servicing for this class, Kelly?
8 to 13, but I'm flexible, because it's not more of a fun, not an academic class. So.
Right. So if your kid wants to start a YouTube channel or something, it'd be great for them to know the basics and what they can expect when they're starting to build and make videos. So That I did not post it yet below, Kelly, but I will post it right now when we finish. So you'll want to go down there and check that out. Also down below is Kelly's links for if you want to teach on OutSchool. And I kept Rebecca's on there because she is always here as well. Rebecca couldn't make it today. Good luck on your move, Rebecca. And Kelly, I haven't been in the chat box very much, but hey, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
You? Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. We're just finishing up here. She said it's been a while. Oh, it's been a while. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Kelly, thank you so much for coming.
No problem.
And we'll see everybody next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye. Kelly, you want to say Dai Jian for me?
Zai Jian.